cold in the desert tonight, but I really need to get some sleep. I've got so much to do on this server.
Pamela, we're going down, baby! We're going down! Jevon, the beef thief, has put a bounty on the head of Pam. I guess it's down to you and me, Pilgrim. I guess it is. There is a literal horror scene outside of this massive cow head. Oh, you got me, Holiday!
Oh, I think I had too much mushroom soup last night. I'm having really crazy dreams.
Oh, no. Uh-oh.
No. He goes down. We got this. Oh,
got him! Why?
Found the witch.
I've done nothing wrong.
Oh, who is this awful creature in my dreams? And why does he keep showing me all the bad things that have happened? Must try and sleep.
Fear not, Rendog, for I visit you today to bring you a message from afar. In this vast galaxy, there is only one reality for all who exist within it. There are those who seek the darkness, and there are those whom the darkness seeks for itself. The only question is, young stargazer, do you seek the darkness, or does the darkness seek you?
Greetings, cyberdogs and citizens of the interwebs. This is Rendog coming at you in another Minecraft episode from the HermitCraft server. We're kicking things off today, my friends, from the roof of the Season 7 Nether, and just in front of a small contraption that has made this entire server go absolutely button freaking crazy. Yep, that's right, my dudes. Mumbo's been back at it again, designing crazy contraptions on the server, and this one apparently is designed to make us hermits come and push the stupid button every few hours. Welcome to the button / Cyclops machine thing. The button is alive and has to be kept alive by being pressed. The closer to death the button is when you save it, the higher rank you get, signified by a colored belt you put on your skin. If you press the button, the redstone lamps will fill back up and you will get a colored piece of concrete. This is your rank and you should then attach your rank belt to your skin. Awesome. Can I customize the belt? Yes. Do I get a prize for saving it in red? No. But everyone will think of you as awesome, and purple belts will bow down to you. Any other questions, just ask. It's all fun and games, but people with purple belts should be ridiculed. Long live the button from Mumbo. Alright, so that's pretty easy to understand. When we hit the button, we get a belt that matches the color of where the redstone lampage has settled. So if we press it now, we're going to get a blue belt, which is only, 2 from the bottom, and to get all the way to the red, we probably have to wait many hours. Also, there's absolutely nothing to play for here. No prizes, no diamonds, nothing but, I suppose, pride. Okay, interesting. I know I want to press this button though. It's calling me. The button, it's like a magnet right now, my dudes, and if we press it, we get a blue belt, which isn't even 50%, but it's like 40% and a little bit better than 30%. I guess. Okay, fine. I'll press the stupid button and become a blue belt. That's fine. There we go. Okay, we've recharged the stupid button machine, and I guess we are now a blue belt. Mumbo, why you do this to me, my dude? The OCD is kicking in. I'm going to be checking in on this button every few hours for the next month. Must get green belt, dudes. Must get green belt. Oh baby, we be cooking with blue belt gas today, my dudes. Ladies, get in line for our snazzy new blue glasses and watch strap, which is how we are representing that we are in the blue belt club, which isn't really much to shout about, but at least we're looking fine while we're doing it, am I right? Blue belts rock, purple belts suck. D-face. Anyhoozle, it's been another productive week for me here on the HermitCraft server, guys. We're over at our log shop to check on profits, and you might be able to see in the background over there the Quadrachopper, looking absolutely snaztastic. In a few moments, we're going to be heading over there to get that sucker fired up, as I promised in the last episode. But for now, let's check on the beautiful diamonds that we have made this week. No acacia sold, a bunch of oakage in the belly, very good. Oh baby, look at that. Spruce is doing really well. A couple of dark oak logs sold too. Jungle, absolutely rocking it like nobody's business. And birch with a smidge. And that is another 68 diamonds in the coffers of Bigger Logs Incorporated. And speaking of profits, let's quickly check in with our #1 VIP customer, Iskal85. Of course, last episode we delivered 10 boxes of oakwood logs to Iskal, and my goodness, it looks like he has put them to good use. A new branch has sprouted from the Omega Tree of Doom. It looks so beautiful. Well, the Bigger Logs Deliver blimp is still embedded in the side of Iskal's tree, but it looks like no further damage has been done, which is very good. I've got my lumberjack construction gear on right now so that we can clean this blimp up before the rest of the episode continues. But first things first, let's have a look. Did Iskal manage to pay for the massive delivery that we sent him last week? Oh baby, look at all of these juicy diamonds. That is perfect. 20 diamonds he paid, even though we gave him a discount of 18, and he gave us a diamond player head. Oh geez, Iskal, too freaking kind, my dude. Too freaking kind. I knew this was going to be a juicy business partnership, my dudes. Now, I don't know about you guys out there, but I think I'm slowly starting to lose my mind during this quarantine. Over the last few days or so, I've been having some very weird and scary dreams, and I just wanted to make sure that I'm not the only one that is slowly going mad. Anyway, in all seriousness, I hope all of you guys out there are doing okay and keeping safe during these difficult times. And I want to take a quick moment out of this episode to say a big thank you to all essential workers around the world and to everybody else who is working. Thank you guys so very much for what you are doing for the rest of us who are staying at home. I want you to know that you are appreciated and your work is going a long way to getting all of us through this as quickly as possible. Thank you guys. My fellow employees of Bigger Logs Incorporated, I've got some great news for you today from head office. Due to a large increase in profitability this week, every single one of us is getting paid. Oh baby, salaries for all employees, except for Bob the accountant who got fired for crashing the blimp last week. But guys, please come back to work. We need you. As you can see, this week I've been getting my Rendstone on, baby. And I'm very proud to announce that our Quadrachopper is now up and running. It has been perfectly configured, and we can now chop down trees from the bottom all the way to the top and collect those juicy logs in the collection tank below. Now we be cooking with Quadra TNT explosion gas, my dudes. But, of course, with any redstone project worth its salt, we still have a ridiculous amount of work to do here on our Quadrachopper. It can cut down trees right now, but it's not doing so very efficiently, and I've got some plans to make this thing work even better than it is right now. However, I'm super excited to show you guys how this thing works. So, let's take this thing for a spin from the very beginning to the end, and I'll show you guys exactly what a full harvest of the TNT Quadrachopper looks like. Alright, Bigger Logs Incorporated factory workers, get your hard hats on and your notebooks out. There's quite a few steps to this process, so pay attention. Step 1 in the Quadrachopper user handbook is to plant trees in their correct blastage positions. And in this example, we'll be using oak, acacia, dark oak, and jungle. Once all tree formations have been planted, it is very important to empty out the middle of each cluster so the TNT can do its job when we hit the blast button. Next up, make your way to the control panel platform and begin the TNT detonation sequence. Starting on purple, followed by red, then orange, and finally yellow. Make sure you observe each detonation to ensure that the TNT droppers are properly stocked up with explosives and that the trees below have been prepped correctly. Do not press any buttons simultaneously, and please wait for the sound of the explosion before releasing the next TNT load. Any breach of this particular safety protocol will result in your job at Bigger Logs Incorporated being being immediately terminated. Now, not every blast sequence will be perfect, so you may need to re-trigger a detonation to ensure as much of the tree product below is farmed as possible. Once you are happy with the results of the detonation sequence, return to the growing platform below to clean up any remaining logs that survived the blasts. Congratulations, Bigger Logs Incorporated factory worker! You've now earned your Quadrachopper safety certificate. Now get to work, please! And here are the results of our harvest: 3 stacks of jungle and about 2 stacks of oak, acacia, and dark oak wood loggage. Now that entire process took about 10 minutes or so, guys, and gotta say, pretty happy with the result. Not too shabby. So now that we perfected the TNT chopping mechanics of our Quadrachopper, let's spend a little bit of time trying to optimize this entire process. I'd like to try a few things here to help shave off a few minutes from that 10-minute process time, starting with finding a way to collect all of the logs and saplings that are landing on the obsidian platform here. What we're going to do here is install a hopper minecart that goes back and forth underneath the obsidian, collecting all of the items landing on the platform above it. Now this is going to achieve 2 things. Number 1, it's going to save a few seconds of us having to collect the logs from the platform, and number 2, it's going to help to prevent some of those logs being blown up by the second layer of TNT, which can actually happen sometimes. So this little bit of redstone is going to be our first step toward improved efficiency for the Quadrachopper. Nice! Oh yeah, baby, nothing quite like a bit of redstone in the afternoon to calm the nerves. You know what I'm saying, my dudes? Oh geez, it's such a beautiful day in England today, guys, and I have really been enjoying working on our Quadrachopper for this episode. Hope you guys are enjoying it too. Take a look at this. I have managed to install a couple of very cool little redstone circuits at the end of our collection line. This hopper is going to be picking up all the logs on top of the platform, of course. Let's just drop a few there as a test. And the way that this is going to work is once the hopper sucks up those logs, here it comes, they're going to end up in a dropper. The dropper is going to spit the logs into the delivery network, and we should see them popping up there to be stored. Yeah, there they go. It's working beautifully. And yeah, this is just a very, very simple circuit down here, a comparator looking at that dropper, and that's just going to be triggering a clock here that spits the logs back into the system. So that's coming along a treat. Very, very happy with that. Next up, let's figure out a more efficient way to get from the growing platform below up to the detonation control panel above. At the moment, I'm burning through tons of rockets to run this farm efficiently, and that is not ideal. But worry not, my friends, I think I've got a sweet plan for this. I think we can make great use of bubble vators to get us up onto this platform more efficiently, and bubble vators are one of my favorite things in Minecraft, so it's win-win for me, baby. It's the next day in real life, my dudes, and I woke up this morning a very happy Minecrafter indeed. Oh baby, look at that Quadrachopper. Isn't it looking awesome? Yeah, last night I got a little bit carried away, guys. You know when you're playing Minecraft and you're working on a build that you're really enjoying and 3-4 hours just disappear, and by the end of the night you've built something absolutely spectacular? Yeah, that happened to me last night, my friends, and I went to bed very, very happy, and I woke up very, very happy because this Quadrachopper, it's looking absolutely amazing. Okay, so let me take you through some of the details of our Quadrachopper build here, guys. The first thing that I did was I got rid of our old tree farm over here, and I repaired the environment. It's now looking a lot more natural, and the Quadrachopper's looking absolutely jazz-tastic here in the mesa. Next up, I installed a couple of bubble vators on each side of our collection tank, and this means we can now get into the farm, get onto the platform to plant the trees, and get all the way to the top of the platform nice and quickly. I also jazzed up the TNT release tubes a little bit, and now they're not just janky bits of glass and obsidian floating in the air. They are connected to the entire build, and they are accessible via a walkway at the very, very top. And this, of course, means we can very quickly and very easily restock our droppers with TNT so that the Quadrachopper can farm 24/7, baby. And around midnight last night, when I should have been sleeping, I decided to clean up the area a little bit too, got rid of all of the shulker boxes and all of the jank around here, and we've got a bit of a neater area where the logs are being collected. So great progress down here also. Of course, this area is still looking pretty terrible, guys. So next up in the plan for this mega project is to build some sort of a lumber mill down here where we can sort and process all of the materials that are coming out of the Quadrachopper. But there's still a bunch of stuff to show you here, guys. Let's get into the farm itself so I can show you a couple of improvements. Now, the way that we get into this bad boy is a little bit interesting. We've got a bubble vator on each side of the collection tank, and what we need to do is hold shift to get into it. And if we want to get to the planting platform, we just got to keep holding down shift, or we will get shot up to the top of the platform. And once we're here, we can plant some saplings for farming. Now, I also made a bit of an improvement to the growing platform itself, and I got rid of those blocks of obsidian that were sticking out of the platform. And that's because those blocks were actually collecting some logs and some saplings when we were farming, and we were losing a few items there. So what I did instead was I added some guidelines into the tank itself, and I think those look really, really sweet. So if we want to plant some trees to farm, all we need to do is find the very middle of these two guidelines, and we can set up our dirt planting areas like so. Now, what I've tried to do here is optimize efficiency for our farm. So if we're going to be spending hours upon hours over the next year blowing up trees, I'd like to make the process as quick and simple as possible. So once we have planted our trees on the platform and we have hollowed them out, of course, we're going to have very easy access to the bubble vators. It actually doesn't matter which direction we plant the trees. At both sides, we will have access to the bubble vator that is going to shoot us all the way to the top of the platform and give us access to the blasting control panel. Now, from the top of the bubble vator, of course, we get access to each of our TNT tubes, and over here we can come and refill our dispensers with TNT, which are now currently 100% out of TNT, so the Quadrachopper is a little bit out of commission right now. We need to find a nice, decent supply of TNT to keep this thing fired up. I am in need of industrial amounts of TNT. Deals are welcome, D-Face. Looks like Grian might be able to help us out here, guys, although last time we made a gunpowder deal with Grian, we had to give him our head. So, yeah, this might not be the deal we're looking for. Next up, I think I'd like to install some sort of a bridge from the bubble vators to the control platform, because now the only way we can get there is via a fence gate at the back of this thing, and we're going to have to fly all the way around and waste time doing loops and whatnot to get here. So that's actually given me a bit of inspiration. Let's find a way to connect the bubble vator to the control platform, and that is going to further increase efficiency here when using the Quadrachopper. Oh baby, we be cooking with gas, dudes. I gotta say, my fellow Minecrafters, there's no better feeling in this wonderful game than when a plan comes together. Am I right? We started this project here in the Mesa with a couple of janky platforms to grow trees, and with a few days of hard grinding and perseverance, we've actually got something pretty special out here now. These maintenance catwalks running from the bubble vator towers to the control panel platform are really tying this build together, I think. They're helping to develop a very tangible shape to this farm, and to improve on the shape, I decided to add a couple of roofs on top of those bubble vator towers too. And I gotta say, I really love how they turned out, and they're helping to give this very industrial build a little bit of character, and that is absolutely beautiful. My fellow cyberdogs from all over the world, I gotta say, this Quadrachopper build is turning out way better than I expected. I absolutely love it, and I hope you guys love it too, man. Let me know what you think in the comments. I've been working on this sucker all afternoon, just finished off the roof design, and I think these roofs are adding a beautiful character to this bad boy. And not only do we have a fully functioning redstone tree chopper of awesomeness, but we have also added a whole bunch of character to it, right? It's not just some industrial Minecraft build. It's actually looking like a thing that is matching, I suppose, the Western theme that we've got going on out here in the Mesa. Unfortunately, though, we have run out of TNT, which means the Quadrachopper is actually out of commission right now. It's rather sad, but hopefully we can make a great deal with Grian in the next episode and get this bad boy blasted once again, so we can make some serious diamond profits here on the server. But guys, that's about going to do it from me today on the HermitCraft server. I do hope you have enjoyed it. Hey, if you have, you know what to do. You smack that like button for the blue belts. And if you haven't subscribed yet, well, I don't know what you're doing. Freaking subscribe, or you're going to have a whole bunch of bad dreams, okay? That's what's going to happen. You don't want to have the dreams I've been having, because let me tell you, they have not been pretty. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Rendog signing out, and we will smell you all in the next episode.